Hi, I'm here today to review Ozeri's. It's their Savore Soft Touch Electric Pepper Mill and grinder. It is a ceramic grinder. I love ceramic grinders. Our coffee, our coffee bean grinders are ceramic, and we've had the non-ceramic ones and the ceramic ones. And the ceramic, just like a ceramic knife, just keeps their sharpness longer. They don't break down as fast. So you're gonna have a more consistent grind for much longer than you would if you didn't. I mean, they work really well. I'm also used to Ozeri products. They've been very good for me, very reliable, good quality. So I was excited to get this one because, it is, I guess, electric automated, I guess you want to call it, easier because my mom is 70. She's living with us. We're living with her all together, obviously, and she has arthritis in her hands. She has a hard time opening jars. You name it, she has a hard time. And so on bad days, even doing the grinder is hard. So I was excited to get this and have her try it out, see how well she liked it. It's not all perfectly easy. You still got to click open and fill it. But once you do, then the rest of it the whole time, it's easy to go. You do have 3 choices. It's pretty easy to change compared to some other. I'm noticing going from one to the other, it can be a little tough, like moving it from the first over. But once you get it off of the small and start moving it over, it's easy to keep sliding. I'm holding the 2 at the same time and moving it makes it a little easier. And then going back to the small is simple. So it's just getting that initial click over, and it might ease up over time. So, we've been using it a lot today, but I've been playing with it a lot, and it's eased up a little bit. This has a rubber coating to the plastic. It reminds me of some of those cell phone covers that have that. Kind of soft to the touch, comfortable on the hand, solid grip. So even if you're, I go back and forth. I wash as I cook, and so does she, because we hate kitchen mess. You're in a small kitchen, you have a lot of mess. Anyhow, you constantly are washing dishes as you're cooking. We wash everything by hand. So having something like this is easy. You don't have to worry about, having it fly in your hand because they have. So this one, if you see the arrow, it really doesn't line up to anything. But what that's kind of indicating is it has a semi-twist to unlock it. I always have to fiddle with it. And every time I do that, salt goes everywhere. I have pink Himalayan salt in mine. You can put any spice that grinds. So you got to pull it out, open up. There's the battery compartment. It's push in to release, and then you have your 6 batteries. I actually have 5 rechargeable and 1 regular because I couldn't find another rechargeable battery. I like to use rechargeable and stuff you use all the time. It makes it more eco-friendly. So they do work in here. Some, like we've had toys that only work on name brand batteries, so this isn't finicky like that. And then just make sure it pops all the way back in, and you got to finagle it to get it back down, and then make sure it's locked in there. I have knocked my batteries loose doing that, so if for some reason you pop it together and it's not working, it's probably just battery related that it popped out, and then you snap it back in. Then you just, I just did it. I knocked a battery loose when I did that. So let's try it again. Make sure all my batteries are nice and tight and stay that way. That's the only finicky part, is because they don't click in real tight. Sometimes when you're putting it back in, it'll do that. But fortunately, you don't have to do that often. All right. Yep, doing it again. I wonder if I'm just putting it on backwards here. Yeah. All right. Back with the batteries. Let's see what I'm doing. I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully I won't mess it up now, popping it back in. Okay. It's still, it's gonna be one of those days. I think, no. There we go. Click it back in. And that's the grind. We have it on the small grind, and this is what it looks like. You're going to get a mixture, I don't know if you can see that. You're going to get a mixture of really fine and then a little bit of the coarseness will come through. And that's why we left it on. That's why we left it on the small one. So the only part I found finicky on this is, like I said, putting the batteries in. But once they're in and once you have this down and in, they're not going to move. It's when I'm taking it in and out. So just push on the button before you attach it, once it's clipped back in, before you attach it to the grinder, and see if it'll run, and then go ahead and try and put that on and clip it on. So that's the only finicky part, battery placement. You know, maybe they can tweak the design and they won't be so loose putting them in the compartment. But otherwise, it works real well. It grinds like a dream. It doesn't like work real hard to do it. So that's Ozeri's. That's their Savore Soft Touch Electric Pepper Mill Grinder. Thanks.